descending. Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of his broken hymn saying, "I'm not, this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher, 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 higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets on.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Columbus Explorers going up against the Marshalls.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Columbus Explorers and the San Antonio Marshalls. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Blue 90. Gun. Over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Now let's go. Detroit. Watch it now, Marty. Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And he motions the wide receiver. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Room to run past midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll look to throw, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. It's caught left side by Cooks. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. On third down, that's Ellis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. To throw here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
10 yards still left on second down.
All right, here we go. Boom! Watch it now, Barney. Over! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Go use you. Come to me, it's me. No. Check. Patriot!
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And the ball is knocked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Cooks has it over the middle. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now let's go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now they try the right side here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Here we go now! 19!
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Manning. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go now!
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he coughed it up. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now! 3-19!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back here right after this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now! Green, 30.
Now back to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, you got a team that sits 28th in the league in rushing, so I guess you're going to see some plays like that.
Yeah, you're definitely going to do that, but just not like you can just abandon the run. You got to keep taking your shots, don't you? But at this point of the season, they haven't been very successful.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll look to throw. And he's got Moncrief. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you get
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go. Green, 30. Watching that, Barney.
Back to throw now on first down. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
They find some open field here. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Right there. All day, baby.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Todd. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here we go now. 3-19. Gone. Watching that, Barney.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol.
Now let's go.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Final minute now of the third quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now. Good,
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back now in San Antonio. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Now let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive. After
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Over the middle, complete. It's Collier. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. Green, 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Now let's go. Green.
Back to throw. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go now.
He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
And
he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go. Green 39.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Looks like he'll throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw, and he fires one, but incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. Gets around him, and he'll be knocked down sideways. Right around the 31. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collier. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Manning. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Manning. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go now. Boom. We got three, fellas. We got three. No. Check. Patriots.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Manning. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Let's go! Leopard! Leopard!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And that is going to seal this victory as time.
Sound. Oh, are you listening? Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "I'm not, this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet.